Hi everyone, Brett back, altitude scale modeling with a June 2023 bench update. It's been so long since I've done a bench update. I grew a beard. I figured, I'm a mountain man. I live in the mountains. Why don't I have a beard? So I grew one. Don't know how long I'll keep it, but it's there. And it's all gray because I have a job. My job keeps me busy because people don't want to work, so I have a shortage of employees, but I don't have a shortage of customers, which is a wonderful thing in the hardware/hobby business. So this update is going to cover 3 stalled builds I've had for a couple of years now. The 172nd Airfix B-17 that I was doing a video build on, we're going to get back on. The Black Hawk helicopter I've been working on with Scott that I want to get finished. And a 135th German World War II locomotive diorama that I want to get finished. So we're going to show you those right now, and hopefully by the end of the summer, before my next winter hits, I'll have those 3 finished. You see the bench behind me, back there. I'm going to move the camera. Many of you have been asking for a workshop tour, which I will do sometime this summer as well. So let's switch camera angles and show you what we got going on. All right, here we are with the first of the 3. I started building this locomotive 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to do a nice winter diorama. I think I just got overwhelmed or worried about my talent or whatever, but here's where I am. This is the diorama. Fit the whole thing in the camera. So this is the, I guess, chassis of the train. Painted, needs to be weathered and everything else. So I got that done. The diorama base has got tracks. So much stuff on my bench. It's got the tracks. It's going to be a snow scene. There's going to be several soldiers sitting around a fire pit right here. Of course, there's dust on there. There's a stump I'm going to paint and use. The train's going to be stopped. Right up against the barrier. Covered in snow, of course. Some of the figures, boxes, tree stumps, barrels. You know, I've got holes in here somewhere where they're going to stand up. Can't remember where I put them. I'll have to look at it again. There's going to be a broken, buried motorcycle over here. Crushed barrel. Another tree stump, either standing or laying down. Some more barrels. Another tree stump. There's an arm for one of the guys. These guys are all in winter, as you can, all in winter camouflage and uniforms. Here is the front part of the locomotive. It'll sit on here somehow. I've looked in directions for so long, I don't know how. Anyway, it'll sit on there. Driver's compartment, I believe, sits like this. And some of the side parts. The big wheels, which were all done and cleaned up, and you can see the metallic showing through them. They're all ready to go. This is what that'll look like when finished. Actually, is that the one? Might be that one. I can't remember which one I'm doing. I'm going to have to check. Either way, they both look similar, just different decal schemes and different colors. It has to be this one because that's the color I painted the wheel and the chassis assembly. Got a roof. So yeah, I made good progress. I just got to get back into it. All the hoses are still in here. There's still a little bit more pee in here. So yep, I'm going to start getting back on this. So there's going to be snow, more snow blowing across the tracks and snow across the top of the train. And these, of course, will all be painted, sit in various spots. There'll be a barrel here. Once I find it, it's got a fire in it. These guys are sitting on various things, like sitting on a box around the fire. Yeah, this guy's sitting on a different box. Yeah, because his legs are more out in front of him, so he gets one of the lower boxes. Their heads are around here somewhere. There'll be tree stumps in various spots. Crushed barrels. This guy will be sitting on something as well. This guy will be standing around. That guy will be sitting on something, but they'll be huddled around a fire, watching various things. Mainly just trying to keep warm in a snowstorm while guarding the train. So there's that one. And it's pretty well done. It's going to take a lot of finishing of the diorama and weathering and not breaking off parts. So that's one of them. Let's set this aside over here while I knock everything down. Okay. Put this back up. These are tires for my Martin Truex NASCAR car from Salvino's. I love how good they look. This one will probably be finished before any of these other builds. Next, let's get this out of the way. Of course, these are all really big kits that are installed. This aside. Next, my friend Scott and I are working on this Academy. The bottom of the top of the box is in the bottom. I don't take it apart. But it's this Academy AH60L. And as you can tell, we've been doing a lot of photo etch. And we're going to be using these resin guns. Zoom in a little bit more. Using these live resin guns. So you can see right where I left off on this. Scott's isn't quite as far. I think we both we're doing so much PE that we kind of got burned out on it. I'm hoping, since those masks have been on for a couple of years, that they're not going to leave a residue behind. Need to fill in the seam lines, as you can see. Old Academy kit, lots of seam lines. The rotor head. And I believe, maybe not. I was going to say, I think it's resin, but it might not be. Tail rotor, bunch of other parts. So that's about as far as we are on this one. I'm going to end up finishing this. See all that PE, there's sheets and sheets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets, 6 sheets of PE. And there's a lot more inside here, which you probably won't be able to see very well. But there's the walls in there. There's PE all over that. This right here. The gun mounts are in. It's just a lot of work, and I think it got to both of us, so we put it aside. Now I'm going to get her finished. So this is number 2 of the 3 stalled builds I've been doing. The third one, a few of you have asked when, and because this was a video build that I was working on for quite a while. You can see it's covered in dust. This zoom back out, is the Airfix 172 B17. I have filmed another video, another part of the video, which I just need to edit and get out, but covered in dust. Too dusty to dust here. I think I'm like part 22, 23, something like that of this, but the decals are on it. I'm going to take these off and paint them because you can see they all split apart. So I'll be doing a video on masking and doing that. Engines are in the box over here. We'll look at that in a minute. You know this is going to be a diorama. You see there's all the decals on it. Seam lines were taken care of. It's not a bad kit at all. Here's the master barrels I'm using on it for all the turrets in the front. Let's see, we got some vehicles from Airfix's 72nd. It's going to be on a diorama base as well with fuel truck. Here's the trailer for the fuel truck. Here's the cab for the fuel truck. You can see how dusty all this stuff are. Here's another vehicle that's going to be on it that I need to fix up. Here's a bomb loading trailer. It's going to be in the display with the bombs on it. Here's some of the figures that I've started that are going to be in it. So, there's a lot going on in this, and I want to get this finished this year. There's another figure there. So this is the third stalled one. My goal is to get all these stalled ones. There's tank tracks in here. Why are there tank tracks in here? And wheels. I don't know why those are in there. Anyway, this is the third stalled. I only have 3 stalled builds in my whole collection. And I want to get them done. So this one I'll start working on the video part again and get it going. And I gotta do something about all these bomb marks. They're starting to have the decals look kind of shiny and bad, but first I gotta get all the dust off of it. But not on the workbench because I don't want it to be all dusty. So there you have it. 3 stalled builds. I plan on finishing in 2023. That's my goal anyway. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little video on my stalled builds, where I'm taking them, what I'm going to do with them, and wish me luck in getting them done. I think once they're done, they'll be beautiful. The helicopter will probably be the last one I do because it's got so much left to do on it. This one will be an ongoing progress because it's video build, and the train will be in between other things, like my NASCAR kit, my B25, and actually I think I've only got 2 other kits on the go. There's NASCAR kit and the B25. That's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Sit your ass to the bench. Finish some of your stalled builds. Right along with me. Show me some of them. Make some videos of your stalled builds. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy modeling.